Hello Taurus, welcome to quarter.moon.tarot. See, I've already taken out cards for your reading, and this is a relationship reading I'm doing. So this relationship, could be with yourself, it could be with somebody else, it could be with some activity, okay? It could be with, any hobby, any work, whatever it is, where you're analyzing the relationship and the energy between you and another person or another component in your life. We are going to analyze that. Okay, so let's start by looking at the core energy of your relationship, your connection. See, there's a lot of grace and beauty. You appreciate the presence of the somebody in your life. You appreciate having, like I said, a hobby or some work or studying something, right? Whatever it is you're analyzing, you're very grateful and appreciative of its presence in your life. There's a lot of beauty you feel comes into your life because you have that in your life, because it's come into your life. Life looks a lot beautiful with this person or with this thing, and you are appreciative and grateful for it, no doubt about that. Okay, now see, what is the communication between you and this person or this thing? There is a lot of free-flowing communication. You feel that if you want to talk to this person, you can always talk to this person. You don't have to think twice. If you wish to communicate, if you wish to share, the person is always available. And you also feel that I don't need to think too much about things when I'm talking to this person or when I'm communicating with, for example, if you're studying something, you really like studying something, so you don't have to think twice that should I study it, is this the right time to do it, what am I going to get after doing this? Nothing like that. You want to connect, you connect immediately. And there is a certain quickness in response from the other person also. So it's like that free flowing communication. Speak what you want, speak when you want, don't hold back. No holds barred communication. That is how you communicate with this person or with this thing. Okay, and you also know that this is something which is going to go with you a long way. You've got your focus, you've got the hawk card which says choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. You know that this is the thing for you. You also know that this is a very important and integral part of your life, whether it's the person, whether it's the activity, even if it is finances. You know that you want this money, you like this money, it's coming here to give you so much. So, and this is something you cannot distract yourself from. Even sometimes if you feel that should I just let it be for a while, should I take a break, you can't even take that break from this Taurus. That's what I feel. You're so focused on it. It is so important for you because you also know that there is a larger picture to this connection. There is something much more to this connection than what you can see with and comprehend with all your five senses. A deep inner voice tells you that there is more to it. It goes a long way, whether in the past or in the future. It's got a long history and a long future. That is something you feel inherently, that this is why you're so drawn to it. This is why it is so integral, and that is why it is so beautiful, because it adds a lot to you. Okay, what is the weakness of this relationship? I have this panther card, black panther, which says passion. For some of you it could be too much passion, and for some of you it could be lack of passion. That is what the weakness is in this relationship. For some of you, you don't exhibit, you do not express your feelings enough to this person or to this thing. It's like you have it but you don't express it, you hold back. It's like you love doing something but you always hold back, that should I constantly be doing this, shouldn't I be putting my energy or focus into something else? And for some of you, it's like too much fuel into the fire. It gets too intense, which can take things in a different directions sometimes. So see how you are positioned with this. So sometimes where you are not expressing your passion, your love, your feelings towards it, that is what is the issue with this relationship. That's how there are ups and downs in this relationship. And for those of you whether you feel that in the heat of the moment, in the intensity of feelings, you say and do things which you probably later regret, or you feel you shouldn't have. That is what causes the imbalance in the relationship. So see how it is for you. But the whole core issue in this is the lack of passion, or the very high intensity of passion, which is preventing a balance. Because I've got the Six of Pentacles here, the balance gets skewed because either it's completely cold, or there's too much fire which burns a lot of things. And that is what you need to be careful of. Now see, let us see what is it that you need to do with respect to this relationship. The healing is required because of this. See, you need to get a balance in your passion. You can't be hot and cold, you can't be lukewarm, you can't be very very intense. So you need to balance out that passion, and which is going to improve this relationship, which is going to bring about a good give and take in the relationship. And as far as that is concerned, you will need to display some strength, Taurus, in your relation, in conducting this, managing the temperature of this relationship. It will require some strength from you, spiritual strength, and holding back, keeping yourself a little bit in check, that are you doing too much, are you doing too little? Because if, like I said, there's too much fuel in the fire, that also burns the fire out. If there is no fuel in the fire, as it is, there's going to be nothing which sustains the relationship. You need to get a balance of that, and that is going to require strength, as in you need to be constantly keeping an eye. Is it going too much? Is it becoming too cold? Is it becoming too hot? Is it becoming too cold? You need to maintain a certain temperature, because that's how things always grow. Even nature grows like that, yeah, right? So we do have a few days of intense heat and intense cold and intense rain and all of that, but that is a very very small percentage compared to the 365 days, and things bounce back. But you see, when you have floods, when you have very high or very low temperatures, things do get spoiled. And in the days to come, you need to spend more time and care in bringing things back to original levels, or to good levels. So that is what a lot of your strength and stamina and energy is going in bringing about that balance. So it would be a good idea to use that strength and stamina to just make sure that things are not dying out, or things are not getting too heated. And then you will see a whole lot of success and victory in this relationship. You're making good choices, you'll get that happiness, you'll get that success, you'll get that feel good factor, that the relationship is it's like moving steadily. Because this is something which you need to have constantly in your life. You can't have people coming in and out, being there, not being there. You need the constant support of few near and dear ones, right? And then you see, take some time off to bring about a little playfulness in your relationship. Don't always be too serious. And for some of you, don't always be in with this passion card. Some of you are probably at times trying very hard to keep the balance also. This is another perspective. So don't try and get too focused on giving some amount and receiving some amount. So there is that balance is a little skewed. Like I said, for some of you it could be there is it's cool, sometimes it's very hot, and sometimes you're constantly focused on keeping the hot and cold in balance. So then that's how it can get a little difficult for you, that I should maintain. If I'm getting this, I should give this. If I've given this, I'm going to wait till I do not get something else in return from the person, then I know it's my turn to give again. So that kind of a balance is what needs to be corrected in this, to bring about more harmony and ease in your relationship. And then the playfulness, that ease, that flow is going to come in the relationship. So see, where you are placed with respect to this balance. Are you always looking at maintaining the balance, or are you having the up and down very often? So that flow needs to come in. You need to focus on that. You need to just be aware of that. And it's not like constantly keeping a hawk's eye on that is the balance maintained, is it fine? You will know for yourself, you will feel it. So just be aware of that, and then do whatever is required. What's your guidance? Do your best because you want to. So if this is a relationship which you feel you just know that I need to have this person or this thing in my life, you're doing it because you love doing it, for no other reason. Don't look at what you're giving and taking. Don't make that a means of keeping this relationship going. It just comes from the heart. It's like mother's love or a parent's love. It just comes from the heart. It doesn't have any thought process. You don't feed the child or you don't look after a child because of a reason. It just comes very naturally. So whatever comes up for you very naturally with respect to this relationship, follow that and don't think too much about the give and take bit. Then learn to ask questions, don't assume. All right, so here, with this card of communication also, whatever it is, you do make an attempt to share. But whenever you are doing that, if something does bother you, it would be a good idea to ask the other person rather than assume something. Wait for a sign from the other person, clarify things, don't let the assumptions keep building up, because that might not be the truth at all. So whenever in doubt, clarify with the person. Don't assume anything, Taurus, as far as this relationship goes. And if whatever you feel in the heart, just follow that feeling and maintain a balance. And just clarify whatever you need to with this person. And you see so much improvement coming about in this relationship. Okay, so with that, I'll wrap it up. Thank you for watching.